Good afternoon, everybody. It's Chad from The Right Line, and I wanted to bring you some updates of things that are going on with The Right Line. Some of them are actually pretty cool and exciting. Number one, I'm so excited about, happened yesterday. So my brother replaced his cooler in his garage with something else and said, hey, why don't you come over and pick up this Master Cool swamp cooler? So I did. And it works, and it's cool. Ordinarily, a swamp cooler won't work with a darn here in Arizona, especially during the monsoon season, but it's actually a pretty dry monsoon season. So I've got it cranking here in the garage. This is on one side of the garage. This is on the other side of the garage. Blow cool air in, hot air out. Something else that occurred yesterday, and I'm super stoked about, was picked up a new set of shoes for Chewy. I know you can't really see that quite so well because I'm in here in the garage, but those are 35-inch General Grappler X3 tires. There's 5 of them. One of them is brand new. The rest, they're used, but they have plenty of tread left on them, and they are going to be fantastic on Chewy. One more thing that I talked about last time, on the last video, was what I was doing here with my air chuck. And I already mentioned something about having an open air chuck, but I wanted to be able to check the pressure in the tires. So I wanted to put a gauge before this ball valve so I could close the ball valve temporarily to read tire pressure in each tire. Well, I tried with this gauge and it was bad. So I replaced it with another one, and sure enough, it works fantastic. So I hook it up to the tire, turn on the compressor, close the ball valve just temporarily to get a tire pressure, open it back up if I need more, take it off if I'm done. Piece of cake. Next thing I've been working on for quite some time, this is a Tiedown Rack that I'm building for the back at Chewy, and this actually slides down into the back without the seat in to the factory seat brackets, and then bolts down to the factory tie downs in the back. Now, what I'm super excited about is that I have one more piece to add in right here, but the refrigerator is going to sit right there, and that's going to get strapped down. Then I have a spot for an action packer here, and here, maybe 2, or maybe a future drawer system, and this battery box. Now, that battery box is going to house the battery out of the Overland trailer for these trips where I don't want to take the trailer. Bolt there, strap that down in here. I've got USB charging ports, 12-volt power receptacle here, and a LED power gauge and a circuit breaker to protect the circuit. And to charge that battery, I'm going to use my 100-watt Goal Zero solar panel, but I made this rack, and that rack is going to go on the top of Chewy, and it's going to hold the solar panel. And then I have access to renewable solar power. Lots of cool stuff that's going to be going on here in the Right Line garage with Chewy, and it won't be long and I'll be getting the full Under Armour kit, including a heavy-duty cross member from Metal Cloak, and I am super excited about that. There's lots to come. Next July we're going to be on the Rubicon Trail, and after that who knows where, but there's tons of trails that we want to go on, so stay tuned. Those brackets have been sitting and they've been drying for a while, but before I work on getting the solar panel rack up on top of Chewy, I want to show you what came to the doorstep today. Now, last week I just happened to come across a Hero 3 GoPro, and it came just as you see, no accessories and no case. So the only thing to do was to get onto Amazon's website and order some cool stuff. hence what you see before you. So this kit I ordered on Amazon. It arrived here just a little while ago. And the cool thing about this kit is it is full of stuff that's going to make life a lot easier if you are a GoPro user. Brackets, straps, mounts, you name it, it's here. The cool thing I really like about it is that it comes with a chest strap and a head strap, so you can do POV videotape. Also a suction cup for the windshield. So the cool thing about all of this stuff, and as soon as that case gets here, is in our next adventure, we're going to be able to bring you some cool video. Now that I got that rack mounted on the top of Chewy, I want to show you my solar panel. I'm pretty sure I've shown you all this solar panel before. This is a Goal Zero Boulder 100 watt solar panel. Now normally this solar panel sits on the top of the Overland trailer and it charges the Overland trailer battery. And with that battery I can power my 2000 watt power inverter for any electrical accessories I want to take with me on the trail. Now I've made this bracket as sort of a clamp to hold the solar panel down inside the rack on top of the Jeep. To protect the solar panel from the bracket, I'm going to be sticking on these adhesive foam pads to the bracket. All right, there you have it. The solar panel is mounted on the top of Chewy. What would I possibly want to bring this solar panel for, you might ask? Well, I explained earlier, I'm going to be using the Overland battery in the Jeep when I'm in trips just with the Jeep and not the trailer. The only thing left to do is to run the cable for the solar panel connected to my extension and the charge controller into the back of Chewy, where the solar panel is going to be charging the battery right behind the front seat. So I am super excited about projects like this because these are projects that have to come out of the old cranial vault here, and you got to be creative. So if you're finding me for the first time, please consider a like, comment, or a share, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. That really means a lot to me and I really appreciate it. The Right Line is knocking on 700 subscribers. Super excited about that, on track for my goal of 2019 of 1,000 subscribers. So please share if you like what you see. If you're new to the Right Line, well, welcome. I'm glad that you are joining us for all of the adventures with Chewy, and I hope you stick around for the adventures that are coming up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. More on this rack in another video. Stay tuned.